Alright, this is a little guide on how to harvest warp stem. So first thing is you want a hoe and an axe in your inventory. And from the ground, we're going to go a couple of layers up, probably maybe 7 layers above the ground. And you want to remove all of this warp stem. And then we will get to the next stage after that is all removed. Alright, you have now finished what I consider to be step 1. Now step 2 is actually removing all the warp stem. This is where it's going to be the bulk of what you're going to harvest out of this farm is going to be. So it's going to take a little bit, but it's well worth it in the end because you're going to get quite a bit of warp stem out of this. Alright, we are now to another step. In your inventory, you want to have it full of bone meal, because now we need to make the ground suitable again to grow the warp stem. So we're going to bone meal all this area that we just harvested all the trees from, all the warp stem, and just have lots of bone meal on you. Alright, it is the second to last step, I promise, in this process. Now we need to actually get the fungus. So I built this little machine right here, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get lots of bone meal, because this is what's going to get all the warp fungus for you. Throw all the bone meal into the dispenser, and then you are going to go up the scaffolding, and you're going to turn her on and just jump on in there, and all of the stuff that is spawning right now will go into your inventory, which will include warp fungus. All the other things that go into your inventory, you're going to throw into the composter, because that's what's going to get you more bone meal to use for next time you need to run the farm. So just jump on in there, get your inventory nice and full, keep on checking it, and then you're going to go and compost it. You want to get about a full inventory of warp fungus, so you're going to keep doing this until you have a full inventory total. Alright, now that we have an inventory of warp fungus, we are finally to the last stage, where we are gonna plant all this warp fungus and wait for it to grow. In this area, it takes, most parts are 12 hours, there are a couple parts are 24-hour grow times. So for now, you're just gonna go around, plant all the warp fungus. Don't worry about all this like weird crap, they'll just automatically go over it. So you don't have to break every single block. The only ones you will have to break is the crimson fungus. So that's not so bad. So now you just go and plant your inventory. Alright, thank you for checking out this guide. And now all you gotta do next is just rinse and repeat the next day and harvest your warp stem. Have a good one. Adios.